All right, so call this Season 1, Episode 1, Van on the Run. My name's Joe. I live in New Hampshire. I'm a real estate agent. I love it. It's what I do. I'm still vested in real estate, but guess what? I've decided to do van life. And so this channel is dedicated to my build initially. And then I guess it'll switch over to my life in a van, hence Van on a Run. Van on the Run. So I've already bought the van. I'm going to do another video of why I chose this van, but I'll tell you what it is right now. It is a 2016 Ford Transit. It is not your normal cargo van. You can probably see over here, this door probably gives it away. This is a box van. This has a fiberglass, single piece fiberglass box on the back. It is 17 feet long in the box, but 6.5 feet wide, about 6.5, 7 feet tall, which is more than enough because I'm only 5'5". So yeah, I'm short. I know. Go ahead. It's pretty big. I chose it for a reason, and I'm so far very happy with it. As a vehicle to drive, it is awesome. Exceeded my expectations, and I'll talk about that at some point too and share that as I drive it more. I've already got a couple thousand miles under my belt. But I am building a van that I think will be different, which is why I wanted to share it. It's one of the reasons I want to share this process. The approach I'm taking is to really build the best of things I've seen in a lot of van builds on YouTube. You guys, the YouTube community, the creators out here doing the van stuff, is really creative and some good ideas. But not any one van actually fit me exactly and what I needed for my lifestyle. So I've pulled the best of everything together, I think, and that's my plan. But I've also managed to come up with, I think, about 20 new creative ideas that I haven't seen in a van or van builds. And it may be that I just haven't seen all the van builds, which is probably the case. And so may they not be new and original and unique to me, but maybe they're new to YouTube channels, the van life type of videos here, of content. So that's what I'm doing. I thank you for plugging in and checking in here. I hope you guys subscribe and follow me. You can see those 20 plus new creative ideas over the next few months as I build this thing out and show you what I'm doing. This is really, I'm going to tell you right up front, it's not a how-to. I'm not going to show you how to cut pipe, how to put fittings together, how to wire things, how to cut wood or make a box or to use a Craig jig. I can't even talk today. I'm just going to kind of more before and after and design ideas and why they were chosen, mixed with a little bit of how-to when it's kind of complicated or unique, and then specifics to why I chose the item I chose, whether it's a vent, a fan, or whatever. I'm also going to show you kind of different ways I was able to do this economically. I'm a little on the frugal side. Okay, I'm putting myself out there, aren't I? I'm a little on the frugal side. Okay, some of my friends might call me cheap, but that's just because, okay, some of you have a limited vocabulary. No, I'm just kidding. I like frugal. I'm conservative. I'm economical. I don't like waste. This thing kills me when I drive it on the highway because I go from 16 miles a gallon when I'm under 50, 55 to, 16 miles a gallon to 15 on the highway. So I'm going to avoid the highway just to save them 1 mile per gallon, whenever I can at least. But yeah, so I'm going to show you my first enhancement to this Ford Transit. Some of you who are watching this, you may already have a Ford Transit, and this may be something that will interest you as well. The first peeve I had when I bought this, because it was a commercial vehicle for delivery, they had a pretty limited set of features in this vehicle. And here's my first upgrade that I've already done. I didn't actually tape it being done, but there it is. I put in a upgraded radio system. This is a Desada. It is a 10.2 inch Android tablet, full Android interface here. It's got a radio system built into it, but if you look across, you'll see all these little applets. You'll even see there's Chrome and I love that. There's a reason for me for doing that. I can actually use Chrome for my work, but you can access the Play Store here. So really kind of a cool radio slash tablet in here that lets me work and be entertained while I'm traveling. I did have to buy a kit. So there's a kit that updates the dash. You'll see that actually if you look in the back, it's still not snapped in all the way because I'm still working on this and doing my next project. I wanted access to it. It wasn't inexpensive. The head unit itself is about $500. And you can do smaller ones or less expensive ones out there. And then you buy the dash kit. It comes with the wiring. And that was, I don't know, $60 or $70, I guess, or something like that as well. I forget exactly. Maybe if I get a chance, I'll put the links to where I bought these. That was Amazon. I forgot where I ordered that from. But they came pretty quick. And it was a really simple install. It wasn't even worth taping to show you how to do it. The wiring harness, plug and play, the colors match up. You really just need a solder. And yes, the instructions were really good. Yeah, there was a piece that I had to cut, and I did cut a little piece of the dash out, which was fine. And so that worked for me. It's where I wanted to go. So there's a full radio. It works really well. I'll tell you one of the weaknesses in this thing is the only thing I found so far, and it's probably just me, and I'll turn the audio up so you can hear it for a second or two. One of my favorite artists. Anyways, this music option here was playing off of a memory stick, micro SD card, I guess. It doesn't seem to play random, even though that's an option. So it's just going sequentially. And so it's either operator error or it needs an update, which is cool, but I can because it's on Wi-Fi, and I can connect it to my Wi-Fi at my home if I'm in my driveway, and I can flash this thing and update it. And that's very helpful. I use Google Maps for my navigation. On the road, I am using a hotspot on my phone right now. I am excited to tell you that I'm hoping and keeping my fingers crossed that I'm going to improve my internet connection with something I don't know if many of you know about, but I'm going to tell you about it right now. So, internet on the road is definitely going to be a challenge. And sorry, let me put that. And so, hotspot works, but sooner or later I'm going to max out, be throttled back, and you know what? Cell phone coverage isn't everywhere in northern New Hampshire and Maine and stuff, right? There's a lot of places you go, you just don't have coverage. And so that is one of the problems. How do you solve your internet connection? And I am excited. I tell you, it's really close. And I am amazed at the number of people who aren't aware of this is going on. And I think it rocks the world, and especially what I call monopolies up here in rural America that you may have in your hometown with internet providers. You guys heard of Elon Musk? Starlink? You've heard of Starlink? Maybe you haven't heard of it. Besides he's building cars, Tesla and SpaceX and launching stuff, he's launching his own satellites. And Starlink now has 520 low orbiting satellites, not the high orbiting that other companies use like Hughes and those guys which are really slow because they're so far away. These are lower. They're supposed to be faster. And you know what? My internet connection, which I'm more than happy with. I can do everything I want with 60 MIPS that I get from my local internet provider, cable provider here, who has a monopoly, right? There are no other cable providers. I have no choice. And they hit me for $65 a month for internet. And I just think it's overpriced for what you get. But with Starlink, they're talking about 100 gigabits. Think about that. Even if it's half the speed that they're promising, and we get 500, instead of 100 gigabits, we get 500 MIPS. That's almost 10 times what I'm getting now with the internet through my cable provider. I still don't need that much bandwidth. That's phenomenal. That's just super. And so that is going to be pretty cool because it's satellite, and really apparently it's just a little mushroom dish that you set outside, and as long as it can see the sky and the satellites are overhead, you're good to go. Well, I heard yesterday that they're looking for beta testers, so I've signed up. I'm hoping that I can be one of the beta testers and test this thing pretty soon. And it's supposed to roll out the end of this summer, early fall. It is going to be limited time, heard, to Canada and then a little bit of, northern half of the U.S. until they put more satellites up, which will cover, and they'll work their way south. But so northern very part of the hemisphere, and then working south to the equator, and then the whole planet at some point, which is craziness to be able to think about having high-speed internet pretty much anywhere. Just need electricity. And so you could take it hiking maybe with a little battery pack and have high-speed internet on top of Mount Washington. I'm in New Hampshire. It's one of our big mountains. It's a pretty good size for us. It's not that big elevation, but it's got a heck of a lot of vertical. And crazy weather. So check it out someday if you're looking for a cool place to go visit. That's a really cool destination. Right here, my hometown area, my backyard. So there you go. I've done an upgrade. I'm looking forward to the next one with satellite internet and being able to just maybe not have any dead zones anymore, or fewer of them. So there you go. I'm going to check out here, say toodaloo for now. That's where I'm at. My next video will be my next upgrade. Will be pretty cool. It'll help me in a big way, and it clearly plugs into being secure. One of the issues I'm concerned about, having security in the van and living here and securing my belongings. So that'll be one of my next video. I think you'll see me put that in this week. I think you want to check in for that. Please, if you want to know all the 20 things I'm going to do, you're going to need to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, and I appreciate any positive comments you have. Keep the negative ones to yourself. I don't care. No, I do appreciate criticism as well. If you have any suggestions for my build as you follow me along, plug in, check in with me. Tell me what you think. I am not the end-all authority on all of these things, and I will be looking for feedback as I build this out. I know there's a lot of creative people out there, and I hope you can share your creativity with me so that I can put it into my home on wheels as I move into van on the run and my life in a van. Anyways, thank you for checking in. Have a great day. Cheers.